the art in it. It's about the Joker, who's the best villain in my opinion. So how many of you think Stan Lee created Marvel? Anyone? No? Okay, good. That was Martin Goodman. Stan Lee is actually the writer, editor, and director. He expanded Marvel's company, which is obviously a huge franchise now. But he once said, I'm no prophet, but I'm guessing that comic books will always be strong, which is true. Like, you have comics from back in when it first started that are still around today and are very valuable. So that's what I love about them. They're infinite. They're always going to be around. Like the one being passed around, I'll probably be able to read that from years from now, even if I like sell that one, I could probably find it eventually. So these comics, they represent more than just drawings and writings. They actually represent a community. You go to events like Comic-Con, which you guys probably all know about, where people actually get together and they meet, they do cosplays, like they dress up as like Black Widow, Thor. So, really big on my head. So, shaking. First, I'm going to discuss how these represent women and men. So, women, we're still not getting the same pay as, men do, even though we have the same degrees, same job position, we're still getting underpaid a little bit. And then in comics, women and men are equal. You have Wonder Woman fighting along with Superman. Black Widow, she's in the Avengers with all these other men, kicking a lot of butt with no superpowers. She's just an assassin, basically. So I'm going to say how I identify with these. Personally, I got into comics when I was around 7 or 8. I was going through a lot of stuff, and they were kind of just like an escape for me, basically. So, okay, so as I stated before, comics, they give people an escape. And I relate to that because I had a lot of issues when I grew up with like family, and, as everyone's probably had. So I found a comic book, and if I remember correctly, it was about Wonder Woman. So I read that, and having this really powerful, strong woman who fought made me feel more powerful, made me feel better. And I kind of just like escaped into that. I was someone else for a little while. I just, was a part of a whole bigger thing. And a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people read these just because they're fun, they're cool. And you can meet a lot of people at Comic-Con, which I've never been, sadly, so I don't know what it's exactly like. But you meet people, you can relate to them, you can talk about all the ones you like, the ones you dislike, Like there's Marvel, DC that rival. I'm Marvel, so just so you know. So, let's see where else. I actually made a few friends through these. I had a Thor sticker. I'm the Thor obsessed person in this class. So I had a sticker on my binder, and I actually made a few friends. They were talking about it, and I got into my little like psycho rant about Thor. So they actually became my best friends. I still know them today. And let's see. So you guys have a clear maybe idea of what comics are. They're not just geeky little things that people go crazy about. They're actually a lot more than that. And let's see. Oh, there's a thing saying that like comics, they dull your imagination because you're looking at it, you're reading it, there's pictures, so you don't have anything to think up of your own. But that's actually false. You read these comics and you see these drawings, can actually like inspire you to one day do them. Like I personally am an English major, and after reading comics, I want to create stories kind of like that about strong, powerful people who fight their battles. So so first I told you about the comics and how they can bring people together, and then how I tie into it. And to tie it up, I'm just going to say the next time you feel lost or scared or angry, lonely, or you're heartbroken or whatever, and you need to escape, you can go to comic books like I do, or music like Frankie likes, or books, or even like binge watch like Dexter on Netflix or whatever. But you have to you do have to come back to reality, and you have to be your own superhero basically, and fight your own villains like the Joker. Don't just hide away.